Y'all gonna be mad, but I'm gonna tell the truth right here. It's like, have you ever been with a girl? If you don't know who I am, this is Tina.channiel, and hi, back at it again, another video. And if you do not know this, welcome to the Goodie Gang. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to try my best to be keeping up with my videos, right? So a lot of you guys have actually like DM'd me just asking me questions. So before, like when I was away, like, you know, on my little hiatus, look at me talking about I've been on a hiatus. A lot of you guys y'all be talking to me, right? Y'all like really be in my DMs, like really like chopping it up with me, like talking to me and things like that. So one of my subscribers literally said like, hey, like if you're looking for like video ideas, like, you know, put like, you know, a video out of my subscribers asking me a question. This is a subscriber that I like talk to, like, you know, kind of often. So she would talk to me and like ask me random things about things that's going on in her life. I'm not gonna get into that girl business, but she does talk to me about things going on in her life. Like, it's not just her, but it's a few of them. So people asked me some questions. Mind you, I did not say to ask anything. However, some of you guys do ask. You guys do come into my DMs just to talk to me, check on me, just all sorts of things, spill your guts, just everything. Okay, so like you guys just came into my DMs just talking, right? And I'm fully flattered, flabbergasted, and confused all at the same time. However, thank you guys for all the well wishes. First of all, I gotta say this. Thank you to all of the people that, like, after I talked about like a little bit of things that have been going on, like, you know, things that I talked about in my last video. I fully appreciate a lot of you guys just checking on me, like for real, asking me if I'm okay, and literally saying, oh my god, I didn't know you were going through that, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. I just have to say, put that out there. Thank you so much. So now let's get into a little bit of the mess, a little bit of the juice, because you guys are super turned up. Like, Goodie, we can't relieve, or just, yo, I know my Goodie Gang, y'all must be as crazy as I am. I swear. I swear, you guys have to be as crazy as I am, for real. So this is in like no particular order, because I'm literally like following screenshots. Like, I just like screenshot the questions as we go, but this is screenshots. So we just jump right into it, right? So everything is just gonna stay anonymous, just letting you guys know. So let's just get into it. So this is like, have you ever been with a girl? Okay. Let me tell you. So girls do be women do be hitting on me. They do be flirting with me. They do all of those things, right? You know what's so crazy about like those kind of relationships? I'm thinking, listen, pardon my ignorance, but I was thinking this is supposed to be nothing but lollipops and rainbows. Why are you bitches fighting? Like, when I say, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, two feminine energies getting together. You guys is gonna be having so much love and so much fun. Goodie, women say them, what? Y'all be doing a little bit too much for me on a any day occasion. Like, it just be a lot. Like, no, like the drama be a lot. Too much. I couldn't buy that. I just the drama of it all. The drama. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Okay. Do you have any regrets? I literally thought about that one day. Like, do I have regrets? And to be honest, I don't have any regrets. It's like I feel like everything that I've gone through just made me the woman that I am today. The woman that I can have so many things to share with you guys, so many things to just like, you know, express, communicate, talk about. I feel like the things that I went through made me a better person. Also, it made me understand discernment more and how much that is super important, right? And a lot of times you don't know that because you're really young, but no, I don't have any regrets. I feel like everything that I went through for a reason. Everything, even like with down to guys that I dealt with, every person that I've ever been with, they all taught me something. And that's to stay away from you niggas. Just that, like, everybody taught me something. I don't regret anything. Like, I feel like everything was a life experience. I'm glad I had them, even if they were horrible. To be honest, even if the life experience was horrendous, I feel like I had to literally go through what I went through to be who and where I am today. So that is, no, I don't regret anything. Maybe a little bit of, no, I don't. I don't regret. I don't have any regrets. Okay, so this next one is, you gotta be like a teenager. It says, all my friends are having sex. Should I? My boyfriend keeps talking about it. Okay, I'm assuming you have to be like a teenager. Let me tell you something. I have little cousins, right? And I was talking to them. I talked to one of them. I hate to, oh Jesus. Okay, no, you shouldn't. I'm gonna just keep it like, no, you should not. You should not be a follower, be a leader. If you don't want to give your body to that young man, don't do it. And it's simple as that. Like, I remember when I was in high school, right? And there was some people that were engaging into sexual activities even when I was not. And because I had at the time, like, I had like a boyfriend and everything. So because I was with this particular boyfriend for a long time, like I'm talking about like years, people assumed that I was being sexually active when I wasn't being sexually active. And let me tell you something about that in itself. That's annoying. Right? So if I went through that as a teenager, people assuming that you're having sex because you have a boyfriend, right? Or you've been with this boyfriend for such a long time. Let me tell you something. If that young man is pressuring you to have sex because he knows that your peers are having sex, do not have sex with that young man. Don't do it, because you will regret it. You will regret giving your body to him. Okay? You're not gonna feel good about yourself anymore. You're gonna, like, at the moment, I'm not saying you will never feel good about yourself after that, but at that moment, because of all the pressures and maybe because this little boy is talking about it so much, and you know, let me tell you something about these little niggas. These little motherfuckers be horny. I heard they be popping perks, girl. Okay? I heard these little mother effers are popping the pills and the perkies and the whatever. Let me tell you something about these kids. Y'all be doing way too much. Don't, Kim. Next question. that was crazy. Like, don't do it, girl. Whew. I know. I be talking to teenagers. I be having conversations with them. That's how I know these, y'all be don't, Jesus Christ. Anyway, next question. Ooh, that took me out a little bit. Okay. What do you think about texting first and double texting? Okay. What stage of the relationship is this? Is this like the beginning stages? Like y'all are just talking? Like this is, okay. Every relationship goes through phases, right? Is this the talking stage where you guys are getting to know each other? Where if that's the case, don't text him first, ever. And I'm being honest. Do not text that man first, never. Okay? Don't do anything first. If this is the stage of we are getting to know one another, you as a woman don't do a damn thing first, okay? Because you need to understand, if you are in a phase in your life, you know what, it don't matter, even if you, whatever phase you are in your life, just don't do it first. Because if he, let me tell you something about men. If they want you, they'll come and get you. If they want you, they'll make sure whatever they need to do is done to have you. Okay? Because who they want, they will put the pressure on. Okay? So don't do any of that. And don't double text either. And it's easier said than done, because I have done stuff like that myself. I have texted first. I have double texted once as well. I'm not telling you, I'm telling you things that I've done to say don't do it. Because if he wants you for real, he'll make those efforts to come after you and be with you and do whatever. Like, let me tell you something. If that nigga wanna be your man, you will have a man. Okay? Point blank in a period. We moving on, because I'm just saying. What's your sign? I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. I do not know my sun, moon, and nighttime. Is that how it goes? Whatever. I don't know any of the risings and the settings and the sun. I don't know. I want somebody to tell me what they are, because I do not know. I don't know none of it. Okay? There's something that I kind of wanted to get into, but like, I don't know. It's very esoterical. However, I've always been into it, to be real honest. Like, I've been into it even when I was a little girl. But because I grew up in like a, you know, like a Christian household, it was always like frowned upon and like, you know, considered, I believe, like, I think it's considered like not of God or an abomination or something like that. But that is more like, you know, card readings, palm readings. I've had my palm read before. Okay? And when I tell you, when I had my palm read, I was so scared, because I was always so intrigued. I've always wanted my palm read. Honest, it felt very like, I think this lady might be onto something. It didn't seem fake. I say that. And nothing about it seemed fake in the slightest. Like, she literally told me things that I kind of knew about myself, and she don't know me. And it was so crazy, because she also told me other things that it's possible to happen, like later on in my life, like a year from now or anything like that. So I was like, oh my God. And this like things that like are kind of happening at this moment, she literally told me about. And it's just like, I never got my palm read again, but I always revert back to the things that was said on the day I read my palm, the time that I read my palm. And it was just like, oh my God, maybe there is some validity to this, you know, believing in the ancestors and stuff like that. When I tell you, I think I've always felt it in my spirit, but like I said, I grew up in a Christian household. But listen, I feel like I'm gonna have a spiritual story time one day. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. It'd be too much. Like, okay, we moving on. Okay, what is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Oh my God. Let me tell you, I met Kelly Rowland one time, right? I met Kelly Rowland at BeautyCon one year. And when I tell you, I cried. So let me tell you, first of all, this was when, listen, my hair looked a complete mess. When I tell you, my wig was literally falling. I got a picture. I'm gonna insert it and show y'all what the wig was doing. The wig was literally dancing on my forehead. Like, it was dancing. dancing on my head top, okay? And this was a time when frontals was a thing. Like in the beginning, how people's frontals was looking crazy, how people was, when girls was gluing their frontals a little bit too close to their eyebrows. Okay, yeah. And then when they were just using got-to-be glue. Yeah. So I got a frontal. And the frontal was, I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was literally studying how to do frontals. And when I got that frontal, I still messed it up. I still messed it up to the point where my frontal was so messed up that I had to get a frontal from my cousin that she messed up and try to make it look, it was crazy, okay? And I was crying. Let me tell you something. Black girls, when our hair is messed up, the fucking world needs to go on lockdown. When we are having a bad hair day, just shut it down. Like, just shut it all down till tomorrow, or until my hair look good. Let's wrap it up. Let's start it over. We gonna leave, because when I'm not having a good hair day, we're done. The day is over with. Like, I'm ready to go to bed and wake up again and start again. Like, we ain't doing that. But anyway, the wig was looking very crazy, and I was standing next to Kelly Rowland, and she looked gorgeous. And it was, I cried because it's Kelly Rowland. But then again, it's like, damn, this wig this wig is wigging bad. God, it was that. But I had an amazing time. BeautyCon was great, but the wig was doing too much. But anyway, it was embarrassing. I'm not even gonna say it was not. It was embarrassing as hell. Okay, so how do I deal with haters? I don't deal with haters. I'm just saying that I do not deal with haters, especially if I know a person don't like me. Let me tell you something I say all the time. I respect a person that literally say, I don't like you, instead of somebody who you don't know don't like you. That's more scary than a girl, anyone, just upfront not liking you. I always say this. I'd rather know if a bitch don't like me, so I know not to be around her, not to do anything. Like, if I know she don't like me, all right, cool. First of all, I have to get adjusted. I don't give a fuck who don't like me, for real, for real. I don't give a fuck if a bitch even hate me, for real. I don't give a shit. All I know is I'm cool with it. We are not gonna be liked by everyone. There's something people need to understand. We're not everybody's cup of tea. And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And to be honest, I don't give a shit, bitch. Don't drink from this teacup. And it's done deal. Like, you don't have to like me. There's something my grandmother used to tell me. Everybody not gonna like you, and so you have to like you. And that's it. Everybody's not gonna like you. You have to like you. And that's just done. Like, it's just over with. But if you know you got a hater, like, you know this person is a hater, just don't deal with them. That's what I do. How I deal with haters is I don't. Because if a bitch hates you like that and you be around her, she might just, you know, try you on some, yeah. So just don't be around her. Oh wow, this is like a part 2. How do I know if my friend secretly hates me? Do she be doing funny shit? Cause that's how you know somebody don't like you for real. Like, if you're cool with them or considerably cool, if she be doing funny shit, she does not like you. And she secretly hates you, or she secretly is jealous, or one of the two. Hate and jealousy is not the same thing. Because you could not like somebody and you could not like a person and you don't have to be jealous of them. You just don't like them. You just don't fuck with them. But you can be jealous of a person. And there's something that I said to somebody. Jealousy is a normal emotion. However, it depends on what she does with that jealousy. Like, is she being funny? Like, is she being, like, just, like, she trying to embarrass you in front of other people? Then she might you just cut the bitch off. Just let the girl go, and that's just that. And then tell me what happens after that. Tell me what happens afterwards. Okay, so the next question is, were you ever in a toxic relationship? Absolutely. Absolutely was I in a toxic relationship. Oh my god. Kind of sort of like, no. Hell no. I was about to say like Blueface and Krishan, but it was not like Blueface and Krishan. It was slightly different, except for the tattoos and the pregnancies and the fighting and the babies. It was sort of, it was like a I already talked about it. You guys have to go look into that story time. I talked about it. It was toxic. It was crazy. It was a lot going on. Just go check that story time out. You'll know the full details, because I got into some things. Okay. How do I get a man to spend money on me? Okay, so how do you get a person to spend money on you? Listen, this is something I tell people all the time. Us as women, you cannot make a man spend money on what he don't want to spend money on. Like, to be honest, men are going to do what they want to do with their money at all times. So how do you make a man spend money on you? You just have to be someone that he wants to spend money on, whether he wants to invest into you or he wants to have fun with you, or you know, one of the two. I think it's either investing as far as like marriage, relationship, or anything of any financial gain, or just fun, you know, like, you know, dates and just, you know, buying you shit because, you know, he might like you or something like that. You cannot make somebody do anything. We don't have control over somebody like that. You don't. You just have to be a woman where a man will want to willingly open his wallet for you. And that's just that. Like, there's nothing you can really like do to make a man spend money on you. What you can do for yourself is keep that cootie cat on lock if he don't, you know, cough up some funds or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you like him? Because that's another thing. Like, do you like him? Like, if you don't like him, then it don't matter if he don't spend no money on you or not, to be honest. Like, I feel like you don't like him, you shouldn't give a shit. But if you like him, then keep your cooch on lock. Because if you give that cooch away, then you might not get anything. But then again, does he like you? We don't know. Just don't give up the cooch. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. And if you have more questions, please send them in. Send them this way. Okay, just in case this video is longer than it needs to be, it might be part 1, part 2. Keep your eyes out for that. So, bye. And thank you for being a part of the gang. That is good.